Right, Jennifer, we'll be switching back to you. So all this comes after the mayor extended the state of emergency here in Portland now through the weekend.
And he actually made his intentions to crack down on vandalism quite clear. Jennifer Dowling earlier today was listening in on his press conference.
Once again, tonight, the anarchists have called for more destruction, starting with a gathering at Couch Park.
After months of destructive demonstrations, Mayor Ted Wheeler had some strong words for those who might cause more destruction in Northwest Portland tonight.
Our job is to unmask them, arrest them, and prosecute them.
To avoid more scenes like this, the mayor says he's directing police to make arrests when appropriate and supports the kettling or detainment of large groups, a technique police used a few weeks ago in the Pearl after people started smashing windows.
You are all being detained for the investigation of a crime.
The mayor is also asking community members to collect license plate numbers, pictures, and video of those committing crimes when possible, and to contact police with any tips.
When somebody attacks the Boys and Girls Club, which focuses on youth of color in our community, they're going to talk about it. And so if you happen to know one of these individuals, we would be very interested in talking with you on a confidential basis.
Deputy Chief Chris Davis says the district attorney's team is also reviewing criminal cases that may have been previously dismissed, and some charges could be reissued. He says several people have been arrested more than once and keep popping back up again and again.
There's one 23-year-old from Northeast Portland who's been arrested 3 times at civil unrest events. In June of last year, he was arrested after he allegedly advanced on and pushed a police officer and then was alleged to have resisted arrest. In November, he was arrested for a number of charges after allegedly breaking out windows in a business with a tire iron. And then in January, he was arrested again for breaking out more windows, this time at a political office.
Wheeler also called on the larger community to pay attention to those who are committing crimes.
But one of the individuals arrested is a student at one of the nation's most expensive elite private universities that happens to be located in our community. If that individual is convicted, I hope he's expelled.
Now, on that last remark from Mayor Wheeler, we asked him who exactly he was referencing. He would not tell us directly, but says that it's on the public record. So KOIN 6, of course, looked into this. He may have been talking about Theodore Matthew O'Brien, who is a Reed College student, according to his LinkedIn page, and involved in protests, according to an article in the Reed College Quest. O'Brien is also accused of breaking the windows at the Oregon Historical Society. We'll keep you posted.
So we're